Hello, good morning. Myself, Dr. P.K. Verma. You are welcome in the biology classes. In the previous two sessions, I was discussing what is genetics, how Mendel worked on Pisum sativum, and how he did the experiments. I also discussed the result when a character with two contrasting traits were taken and the law of dominance and law of segregation were established. Now in this session, I shall discuss dihybrid cross. The result of dihybrid cross will lead to base of the many of the latter topics, and therefore it should be studied more carefully than the previous two topics. Now, what is dihybrid cross? When a genetic cross, two characters are taken, each with a contrasting pair of traits, their results in F1 and F2 are discussed. So, because of the two characters, it is called dihybrid cross. Now say one character is the height of plant and another is the color of the flowers. That is a tall plant and another dwarf plant. One bearing purple red color of flowers and another bearing white flowers. Any of the 7 characters selected by Mendel can be taken for the initial experiment, and then if someone wants to work on some other species of plant and animal, there is freedom of selecting any character. Now, in the experiment, there are two possibilities. The parental generation has a plant tall with purple flower. Both are dominating characters. And another plant is dwarf with white flowers, and these two are recessive characters. Such combinations, such set of characters are called cis condition. Cis because both dominant are together and both recessives are together. When the plants were crossed in the first generation, all plants had tall and purple color. That is, the law of dominance was followed. But when these plants of F1 generation were allowed to self-cross, develop and produce seed, in the next generation all possible 4 combinations appeared. What are the 4 combinations? So these combinations are purple tall, purple dwarf, tall white and dwarf white. The first one is tall and purple, similar to one parent. The last one is dwarf and white, similar to another parent, and these two are different from the parents. That is, the tallness has mixed with white color and the dwarfness purple color is mixed with the dwarf character. So these two are called recombinants. Now what are their ratio? Tall purple are 9, tall white 3, dwarf purple 3 and dwarf white 1. So the ratio is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. And the recombination ratio is 3 is to 3, whereas the parental types are 9 is to 1. Now the setting is changed. The tall plants bear white flowers and the dwarf plants bear purple flowers. That is, one character is dominant and another is recessive. Such combination is called trans condition. And in this condition also, in F1 generation, all plants were tall and purple following the law of dominance. In F2, again, all four combinations were formed. But all students should take care of this result. In this result, tall white is the parental combination, this one. Dwarf purple is another parental combination, this one. These two are the tall and purple, and the dwarf and white are recombinant. In previous result, the middle two were recombinant. In this result, the two laterals, tall purple and dwarf white, are recombinant. So in medical questions, normally this trans condition is given and it is asked what is the ratio of the recombinant. What will be the ratio? The recombinant will be now 9 by 16, 1 by 16, that is 9 is to 1. And the parental type will be 3 by 16 and 3 by 16, that is 3 is to 3. So result is just opposite what is discussed in normally in a textbook. Now come to see how it happens and why it happens. The F1 generation has genotype capital T small t. What is the genotype in F1 generation? It is capital T small t and capital P small p. So both characters have become heterozygous. Now when the gametes are formed, all possible four combination capital T, capital P, capital T small p, small t capital P and small t small p are formed in equal number, equal ratio, that is 1 is to 1 is to 1. Mind it, whenever a gamete is formed in monohybrid, dihybrid, the basis of formation of gamete is the probability of all types, that is the ratio should be 1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1. Now two of these four are recombinants. In cis condition, these are parental types, these two are parental and this one is recombinant. But in trans, this middle one is the parental type and the lateral two are the first and fourth are the recombinant. Now male and female, both gametes have these four types of genotypes. And all gametes have freedom to unite with any other gamete. So every genotype will form combination with any one of the four genotype in equal possibility. And therefore the result 9331 is based on the most probable chance. Now, on the basis of monohybrid cross, tall and dwarf in F2 are 3:1, purple and white in F2 are 3:1. When these two sets are combined together, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 1 3s are 3, and 1 1s are 1. That is 9 3 3 1 ratio will come out. So the result is exactly following the law of statistics. Now these are the 4 gametes of male and these are the 4 gametes of female. These 4 are the female. They will combine with each other like this, and therefore there will be all 4 possibilities in each row, and the 16 combinations are there. These are the 16 possible combinations. Now compare. This will combine with this. These two are combined. So capital T, capital T, capital P, small capital P. When combination is with this, capital T, capital T, capital P, small p. When combination is with this, capital T, small t, capital P, capital P, and finally capital T, small t, small p, small p. Now see the entire chart. Make yourself this combination. You will find that this particular genotype, capital T, capital T, capital P, capital P, is only one. The second one is here also. It is the third one here also, and the fourth one is at 4 places. So these 9 have 1 copy of capital T, 1 copy of capital P, and therefore these are tall and purple. These 3 are tall and white. These 3 are dwarf and purple, and the last one is dwarf and white. What are the results? 9 3 3 1. How? This is the chart. These 9 plants are, count it, 1 2 3 4, 4 genotypes. 2 has 2 copies, one in the first row, another in the first column. 3 also has 2 copies, one in first column, another in first row, and the fourth has 4 copies. So the 1 2 2 4 ratio will be that of the 4 genotypes, causing expression of tall and purple. These are 9 tall and purple. Again, these 3 have capital T, but both copies a small p. So these are tall and white. One is dominant, another is homozygous recessive. The same will be with 3, a small t, homozygous recessive. But in first one, there are 2 capital P, and in these 2, there are 1 capital P, 1 small p. And here, 1 copy will be a small t, a small t, a small p, a small p. So these are the results of dihybrid cross in F2 9331. These are the 4 phenotypes, but the genotypes are total 9. What are these genotypes? See the table. Capital T, capital T, capital P, capital P 1, capital T, capital T, capital P, small p 2, capital T, small t, capital P 2, and capital T, small t, capital P, small p 4. 1 2 2 4. These 4 genotypes have the ratio 1 2 2 4. These are tall and purple. tall and purple is one phenotype, but it has 4 genotypes. Similarly, tall and white has 2 genotypes, capital T, small p1, and capital T, small p 2. Just similar is the small t, capital P1, and small t, capital P 2. And the fourth one is small p. So for the 4 phenotypes, there are 9 genotypes. How the result came? In F1 of monohybrid cross, the ratio were 1:1. So for both characters, the ratio will be 1:1. Now just combine these two sets. 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 2, 1 into 1, 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 1, 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 1. What will be the result? 1 to 1, 2 4 2, 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 2 4 2, 1 to 1. But in this arrangement, it is difficult to show what are the phenotypes. Just knowing 1 to 1, 2 4 2, 1 to 1. Now when it is asked what are the characters, you have to see the genotype like this. So it may be called 1 2 2 4, 1 2 1 2 1, 9 3 3 1. 9 means 1 2 2 4, 3 means 1 2, 3 means 1 2, and 1 means 1. Now the question arises. These are the intelligent questions mentioned in the SOM series, an international series of science books. How many genotypes are homozygous for both the characters? In the first table, genotype number 1, 5, 7, 9. The result 1 is for these 4 genotypes 1, 5, 7, 9. And the individual value is 1 after 16, that is 6.25%. These are the 1, 5, 7 and 9. If you find in the question that both characters are homozygous, the answer would be 1 by 16, that is 6.25%. Homozygotes for both the characters. Now another question is, how many genotypes are heterozygous for both characters? It was the largest number 4. Genotype number 4 and total number 4, that is 25%. These 4 are heterozygous for both the characters. It is the most easy question. Now the third question is, how many genotypes are homozygous for one but heterozygous for another character? These are genotype number 2, genotype number 3, genotype number 6 and genotype number 8. You see, in the genotype number 2, tallness is homozygous, color is heterozygous. Genotype number 3, tallness is heterozygous, color is homozygous. And likewise in genotype number 6, tallness is heterozygous. Genotype number 8, the color is heterozygous. So what is the final result? Genotypic ratio. Combination of the alleles of the concerned genes of an organism is called genotype. The genotypic ratio is 3 to the power n. N means the number of characters or the genes taken under consideration. Genotypic ratio. What is genotypic ratio? For monohybrid cross, 3 genotypes were present in a ratio 1:1, and for dihybrid cross it was 1:1 multiplied 1:1, that is 9331 into 3:1, phenotypic ratio 8 and genotypic ratio will be 27. F2 has genotype 9, it was discussed, and if there are 3 characters taken together, the result will be 8 phenotypes and 27 genotypes. So in this result, all statistical descriptions have been made, and the result is completely based on the probability concept. Monohybrid 1:1, total 3 genotype. Dihybrid 1:1 multiplied 1:1, 9 genotypes. In trihybrid it would be 27, tetrahybrid 81. Now just think, if one gene from each of chromosome is taken in human, there are 23 chromosomes, one gene is selected from each chromosome, the phenotype will be 2 to the power 23, that is, see it, 8 crore 38 lakh 8,608, and the genotype is 94 billion 143 million 17 lakh 8,827. Because of such variation, no parent can have 2 children alike, because no one can produce 2 consequent children out of 83 billion types of combinations. Now I will like to suggest all the students of biology that you should have command over the formation of gametes, how they form, command over how different genotypes are formed, and what will be their phenotypic effect. Without having complete control over Mendel's law, you cannot solve problems like crossing over, interaction of gene, and therefore it is essential to study carefully the Mendel's law. Thank you very much.